I'm Tony. Welcome to my daughter's Childcare Center. I've been helping her out a little ever since I retired. And you know what? Me and the old dust mop here have learned quite a few things over the years about keeping this Childcare Center clean and practically germ-free. As a matter of fact, I'm proud to say that the CDC, Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, as they're otherwise known, have asked me to sweep you off your feet, so to speak, with all the stuff I've learned, so that you too can keep your child care center sparkling, just like mine. Well, let's go make those germs squirm, huh? You know, child care facilities are places for kids to grow, learn, and make new friends. Unfortunately, they're also places for kids to be exposed to germs and contagious diseases. But have no fear, because Tony is here. Yeah, that's right. And I'm going to teach you the ABCs of safe and healthy child care, cleaning and disinfecting, which include the 7-step of Operation Cleanup and Disinfection, toys, the playful enemy, the playroom, the lunchroom, the bathroom, the care of floors, rugs, and carpets, and of course, bedding. Whew. That covers a lot of territory. We better get started. To begin with, which is always a very good place to start, not everything that's dirty has a lot of germs. Like, for instance, this greasy skillet. This greasy skillet I cook some sausage in. Or places like windowsills and walls. But don't be fooled by appearances, because places like diapering table surfaces and even hands can be loaded with germs. That's why I'm going to tell you about the 1-2 punch of cleaning and disinfecting. First you clean, then you disinfect. Brilliant, huh? And now I'm going to let you know what each one is and what each one does. Hey, let's try to contain our excitement out there, huh? Cleaning removes dust, dirt, grease, other crud, and most of the germs by physically removing them from surfaces. You know, when you do things like mop the floor, scrub counters, or wash clothes, and use supplies like water, soap, and commercial cleaners. Now, disinfecting is different because it kills virtually all the germs present by using special chemicals called disinfectants. It's especially important to disinfect things that are likely to have lots of germs. You know, surfaces that are likely to come in contact with blood, mucus, urine, and, as we call it in the business, feces. How do you know if you're disinfecting? Well, when you use a special chemical like bleach or other products labeled disinfectant. Now remember, most cleaners are not disinfectants, so be sure to look for that special word on the label and read the directions on how to use it. Okay? Okay.
Yeah, doing great. Doing great. Okay. All right, bye.
That was the boss, my daughter. She's going to make me a proud grandfather. But at the moment, she's just told me about a little problem in the playroom I have to take care of. Now, I got to warn you, the following may be a little too much for the faint of heart. So if you're a wuss, close your eyes. Or be prepared for this next scene, which I have rated D for diarrhea. Well, it's a dirty job, but someone's got to do it. And besides me, that someone will probably be you. But hey, remember, you're doing it for them. Aww. Well, I guess we're ready to begin. Maestro, a little cleaning music, please. Okay, maybe that was a little too fast, but I was trying to prove a point. Most of us don't take enough time to do the job right. Now this is just about the worst cleanup situation you'll ever encounter. We're talking zillions and zillions of germs here, and we don't want them spreading. They may outnumber us, but we're declaring war.
into battle, you should always have a plan and use the right weapons. Now I want you all to stand at ease while I lay out our plan of attack for the 7 steps of Operation Cleanup and Disinfection. Step 1. If it wasn't done already, block off the section of your camp that needs cleaning. Why? Well, you don't want your little troops to overrun the area and step in feces, do you? This same tactic applies to urine, blood, or other body fluids that need to be cleaned up. If you don't, you might attract unwanted guests, like pets or other critters. Step 2. Always use the right supplies and artillery for the mission. See this? I don't think so. No, for this job, we're gonna need a bucket of soapy water, some rags, paper towels, disinfectant, and for your own protection, a pair of rubber gloves. Step 3. Put on the gloves. If you haven't washed your hands first, that's okay. Just don't forget to wash them after you've completed your mission. Just make sure you take the gloves off first. Step 4. Advance into enemy territory and clean up that mess. If it's solid, pick it up with a paper towel and flush it down the toilet. Or bag it and throw it in the outside trash so the little troops can't get to it. If it's a liquid like blood or urine or semi-liquid stuff like vomit, you may also need an oil absorbent or unused, of course, cat litter. Next, weaken their defenses by cleaning the surface thoroughly with soap and water, then dry it with a paper towel. Pour the dirty water and other liquids used in cleaning directly down the toilet, and not in any sinks used for hand washing, eating utensils, or food preparations. Now you're finished, right? Wrong, because now it's time for step 5, destroying those germs with a disinfectant. Hit them hard and annihilate as many as possible. To do that, you need a disinfectant. You can use one from a can. Just follow the instructions on the label. I myself prefer mixing a 1/4 cup of scented bleach to every gallon of water. But remember, don't ever mix bleach with any ammonia-based cleaner. It could create a dangerous gas. Hey, soldier, you want to kill germs and not get sick. You don't want to put yourself out of commission. Now it's time for action. Attack those germs by spraying the surface with a disinfectant. Let it stand for a few minutes or more, then rinse, if necessary, with plain water and let it air dry. Now that you've taken care of the enemy and cleaned up that mess, it's time for step 6, cleaning up your mess. First, pour the dirty water down the toilet. Then wash and disinfect all your non-disposable artillery, like mops, buckets, you get the idea, with a bleach and water solution. Then put them out to dry. After they dry, put all your cleaning ammunition away and clear the area of all those barricades you put up. You don't want someone to trip and hurt themselves, do you? Of course not. Make sure you get rid of all those paper towels and other disposable items you use to clean up with in a proper receptacle. And that's an order. Bugler, begin! Now it's time to really put those germs to rest and clean up our act. The final part of this mission, step 7, washing up. First, I would advise removing your gloves in the proper fashion.